Hello, welcome back to the Conscious Code series on the EmbodyME podcast. I'm Crystal Renae, the soul brand Alchemist, and today we are talking about Gate 17, which is the Opinionated Mind. In human design, it is called the Gate of Opinions, the Gate of the Following, or the Gate of Anticipation. It's located in the Ajna Center, going towards the throat center. It's connected to gate 62 in the channel of acceptance, which is a design of an organizational being. In the Gene Keys, it's called the I, and in the I Ching, it's called the following. Thunder rumbles beneath the lake. It is in the tropical sign of Aries and the Vedic sign of Pisces, specifically Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra. So the overall energy of Gate 17, it's all about opinions, logic, explorations, and understanding at its core. So it revolves around forming and expressing opinions to find logical solutions and create harmonious outcomes. These opinions can be instrumental, but may become personal or divisive if not handled with care. Driven by curiosity, this gate's energy encourages the exploration of new ideas and open-mindedness, valuing insight and foresight. So the primary action of this gate aims at collective harmony, fostering cooperation and understanding among different viewpoints. So moving beyond the narrow-mindedness is key, and the highest expression opens up new possibilities, recognizing patterns that elevate consciousness. So let's talk about the shadow of Gate 17. I'm just laughing because three of my favorite people all have the same birthday, which is March 29th. And it's my niece, one of my best friends, and I believe my mother-in-law. And they all have this gate as their conscious sun, and it definitely reminds me of them. The shadow is opinion, which is the closing of the third eye, and it manifests as an attachment to personal viewpoints, mental inflexibility, and narrow-mindedness. And it can lead to division, disharmony, and limited perspective. So in the repressive nature, or if you're more of an introverted person, this shows up as being self-critical. So you undermine yourself through self-criticism, and you're not very aware of what you're doing. You don't value yourself enough to hold an opinion or express it, searching for evidence that your life is of little value. So you just criticize yourself all the time and try not to have an opinion or even express your opinion if you have one, but you're trying to find reasons why life basically sucks, right? And then in your reactive nature, or if you're more of an extroverted person, it can show up as being opinionated. And this is where you have dogmatic views. You enforce your opinions and views with force, making others wrong. And defending your opinion is ruled by your unconscious anger. Only by seeing both sides can balance this aspect. You may get overly attached in your shadow to your opinions and treat them as personal truths, leading to rigidity and difficulty accepting alternative perspectives. And this narrow-mindedness can create division and disharmony in your relationships. You might struggle with being open-minded and adaptable. So you insist on your views without considering other possibilities, and this can hinder your growth and limit your ability to find creative solutions to challenges. You may experience anxiety about not being understood or valued for your opinion. So this fear could lead to hesitancy in expressing your thoughts and ideas and hinder your positive outcomes. So you have like this very dogmatic or authoritarian view as well in its lowest expression. With the energy of this gate, you might impose your opinions on others and become inflexible, and that leads to conflicts and disharmony in your interactions with others. So you have very fixed views and negative narratives. You suppress your intuition and interconnectedness, and you have an attachment to your own personal opinions. So your third eye is closed. You refuse to see outside of what you already believe, right? Or the opinions that you've already come up with based on all of the information that you've collected in your life. So in the shadow, you're focused on the differences and division through the opinion that you hold so tightly. But in your gift, which is far-sightedness, that is where you embody open-mindedness and the ability to see both sides of a situation and the exploration of potential. So this gate being in the Ajna, it is connected to the third eye, and you see opinions as valuable ideas. Your energy offers valuable opinions to others and insights about what could work and what might not. And your logical thinking and discernment enables you to propose ideas and solutions that contribute to collective harmony and understanding. You have a mastery over time through your pattern correction. Your ability to recognize and analyze patterns helps you find logical solutions and make informed decisions that lead to positive outcomes. So you're very driven by curiosity, and you may explore new ideas and possibilities. And your enthusiasm for discovering uncharted territories inspires others to join you on exciting journeys and exploration and growth. I'm just thinking about my friend reading this and all of the journeys that she's taken me on. And your energy imbues you with versatility and adaptability. You effortlessly switch between different tasks and roles, making you a valuable asset in various situations. So basically, you have all this knowledge that you've picked up. Your opinions are based on all of the knowledge and all the data that you've gathered with your third eye by being open to others' opinions, by being flexible and seeing things from both sides of the fence, right? Not just your opinion, but how someone else can have another opinion other than your own. And that leads us to your siddhi, which is your highest expression, omniscience. And this represents the divine understanding, or your actual third eye. And its interconnectedness and harmony with all that is, transcending ordinary perception, allowing for a holistic view and recognizing perfection beyond apparent flaws. You're connected with all that is, and you have this divine understanding because of that. So you're at a higher level of perception. So you no longer have an opinion. Your far-sightedness took you into the highest state of omniscience, right? The path from the shadow to the siddhi is by the gift, according to Richard Rudd. So you're very open-minded, and you influence and inspire others through your voice, because your expression and language has the power to inspire and influence others positively. And you have the ability to communicate ideas and concepts effectively, captivating your audience with your insights, whoever you might be talking to. You are a very fair debater because of your open-mindedness. You support integrity and truth, and you serve this by challenging misrepresentations of truth and promoting a higher understanding of life's mechanics. When you see other people have those solid opinions, you can bring them into a higher level of understanding. So it's all about opening your third eye by being open to all of the potentials that could be, the polarity that exists, and the fact that there could be more than one truth. It has everything to do with perspective. But in your siddhi, you're all about harmonizing perspectives of all, so that it's a win-win situation or solution for all involved. And you channel this energy for positive outcomes. You discover unique potential that exists. It's all about creating a better future with your insight and your foresight, because you can see, based on all of the knowledge that you've gathered, you can see what can happen in the future, the potentialities that could happen in the future. And that's what the far-sightedness is all about. So it's all about interconnectedness and unity. You accept all walks of life, right? All walks of life. And how you can use this in your business or brand is by taking in the viewpoints of the people that you work with, or your clients or your customers, listening to their opinions and taking those opinions and creating a solution for all involved for your business, for your customers, for the experience overall. And then by having that farsightedness, being able to see potential future outcomes by taking the action in the now, you can foresee what could happen in the future with that information. So here are some contemplative questions to ask yourself if you have this gate active in your chart. What routines and strategies do I need to cultivate to keep my perspectives expanding and possibility oriented? That's a good one. I think we can all ask ourselves that question. And how can I cultivate open-mindedness and embrace diverse perspectives? And in what ways can I expand my vision and see beyond immediate judgments or opinions? And here are some tips that you can use to further embrace your shadow of opinion and embody your gift of farsightedness and omniscience. Recognize your opinions. Acknowledge that your opinions are not definite truths, but perspectives formed through your experiences. And understanding this can help you become more open to others' viewpoints. Cultivate open-mindedness. Embrace a willingness to entertain a broad spectrum of views. Being open to new ideas and perspectives can foster cooperation and understanding. And seek understanding, not agreement. Focus on understanding others' viewpoints rather than convincing them of your own. This approach enhances empathy and connection. And that is the amazing gate 17. I can tell you the people that I know that have this gate are exactly that. They are amazing people. So I absolutely love this gate, the opinionated mind. It's more like the energy of like wanting to help because they have all that farsightedness. They want to give their opinion based on all of the things that they know through the experiences that they've had. And when they are sharing their opinions, they ultimately just want to help. So accept that with grace. All right, guys. I will see you guys again when the sun transits into the next human design gate.